eerie feeling coming out here and not seeing any what it's normally like. I came to see the school, Oak Grove, where it broke, because I live just down the street from there.
What happened here last night is that there was some sort of seepage problem that blew out, a portion of, blew out a path beneath the, in this case, the steel wall. And the water came up and flooded the area.
This is the Sunday of the crest of the flood of 2009. It's historic.
The Fargo Moorhead flood of 2009 was, as previously stated, historic, and for many good reasons. You can still find these articles online about the flood from major media outlets, which include NASA, New York Times, USA Today, CNN, Denver Post, even NBC. The Fargo Moorhead flood of 2009 was a really big event for many people of all ages. But instead of focusing on just the main players of politicians or homeowners or city commissioners and whatnot, I want to focus instead on the impact the flood had on the youth community of Fargo Moorhead. Before diving into the impact it had on the youth, we should first dissect what really happened. On March 9th, 2009, the National Weather Service issued a warning that the Fargo Moorhead area could see a significant flood, ranging from 35 to 36 feet of a crest, close to its previous record. The previous flood crest was recorded during the 1997 flooding. It reached 39 inches. However, due to the 49-inch crest of Grand Forks, many Fargo Moorhead citizens were extremely worried of what would happen, especially with these close crest numbers. The river ended up cresting at 40.84 feet. The reason for the high waters was due to the fact that the ground was frozen and saturated with the winter. The spring snowmelt had provided additional rain and snowstorms for the river and its water sources, and the ever so known fact that North Dakota has a pretty flat terrain. Like, really flat. Now that the facts have been reported and the historical accuracies have been documented, I wanted to focus on the youth aspect of the Fargo flood. Now I'm here with Whitney Toyne, the young woman who was present in Fargo during the Fargo 2009 flood, as well as having family down in Lisbon affected by the flood as well. So, what were emotions you felt during the flood of 2009?
I was definitely scared and worried for my family and my belongings and everything. I just didn't know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Was there any, was that kind of a community atmosphere as well, or not so much?
Yes, the whole community definitely, I would say, felt the same way.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think people your age and younger felt?
I would say younger kids were probably more scared, or they maybe not even knew about it, so they were kind of uninformed. Nothing really was told to them.
In order to get a better understanding of the impact of the flood on youth, I wanted to interview another person who was here during that time. Josh Ryan, now a junior at NDSU, has a few things to say. So, what were some of the feelings you had during the flood?
I was a little worried, but after everyone was really supportive, so I mean that sort of relieved a lot of my worries about the flood itself.
I definitely believe so. I mean, our whole community came together to help one another, and that was something really good. Learned teamwork and just coming together to help as a whole.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of people had that feeling. I believe a lot of people were worried, but once everybody did come together and helped each other out with sandbagging and taking their free time to help others, it really made a difference. Made a lot of people a lot more confident in the community.
Sandbagging. That was a blast.
Yeah.
I remember my pink rain boots.
Yeah, that seems to be a common theme among students and the youth when they recall their memories on the Fargo flood of 2009.
Sir.
Yeah, I mean, like, I met a lot of new people at the sandbagging sites, and it was fun. I would say, like, everyone working together was a lot of fun, yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not quite sure why. I just feel like, I don't know, it was something that you had to go through to make you want to help again. I don't know. I just feel like it was a different time.
A different time?
I would hope they would. But I would say probably. I think they would. It takes something of that magnitude, of a flood or something like that, to actually show how strong of a community we are.
There are many sides you can take on this issue. Whether you agree with Whitney, thinking that future communities and generations of younger people and students wouldn't be able to help or just don't want to, or you could take Joshua's side and believe that new generations of up-and-coming citizens will be readily available and incredibly wanting to help out their community. It's a tough line to tread, and an even tougher one to take sides on. There are a lot of different facets to who and how and why someone helps out their community, however. So it's important to acknowledge all of the reasons why someone would get involved with this. As for when the next flood of this magnitude and crest size will occur, it's hard to say. Considering the last one was in 1997, before the 2009 flood, who knows when the next one will be. Hopefully by the time it happens, we'll have a better diversion system set up or something along those lines. However, if not, I truly believe that the youth community will band together again with others in our community to get to the point that the Fargo Moorhead area needs.